Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Glad you're here. So today we've got a portulacaria afra lilliput, and as you can see, it's gotten a little crazy. Let it grow out some, trying to get the trunk to thicken up. But today we're just going to give it a light prune, just to shape it back up. It's just got a curvy trunk, kind of a not really a windswept, but really sure what style you're going to call it, but it's kind of a slanting cascade-ish sort of style, kind of a hybrid style. So we'll do some pruning on it and see if we can shape it back up. So what I do when I start pruning something that's kind of got overgrown like this is I just start in and take the few shoots back to get it somewhat in shape as a first pass, and then I will go back and further refine it as I go. But the first pass is just to knock some of these really long ones back just to see what it looks like. So I can really kind of see what's going on underneath. I've let some of these branches down here grow off the trunk just to try to thicken it up some. I think I don't know if I'll leave those or take them off. We'll leave them for now. We'll continue on taking some of these shoots back, and I think this might be a good time here to switch over to the prune cam, and so you can get a close-up view on some of the detail pruning. Okay, now we're back. Hope you enjoyed the prune cam. We'll continue on, just taking some of these shoots off. Yeah, let me know what you think of that prune cam. If it helps seeing some of the up close shots, or if you just enjoy watching it, just let me know in the comments. This guy here. Yeah, the only thing about this style, when this growth gets, it's starting to spring up now, but when I had that extra growth there, it was drooping down, touching the soil. So I'm not sure this style is going to work for this tree, but we'll see. It may, once the trunk thickens up and gets a little more mature, because once I took those off, it's starting to spring back. It almost kind of looks like a spaceship or something. So maybe we'll call this the spaceship bonsai. I don't know. We'll see if that name sticks or not. Let me know what you think. Just continuing to take these off here. I hope you can kind of see the style that I'm shooting for. Take off some of these downward facing branches and leaves. and hopefully get a little pad developed back here. Take some of this length back. I'm not sure if I can get that down to where I can develop separate pads out here on the end or not. We'll see. Kind of see how it develops to see if it's something I can do. It would be nice to be able to do that, to break that up a little bit. What I'm looking at here is, you can see some of these leaves in here are kind of drooping down. I like seeing them for the depth aspect, but I just don't like the downward facing leaves. So I think for now we'll go ahead and get rid of some of that. Let's see what that looks like. Get this downward branch here. Take a look at it. That cleaned it up a little bit. Still have some downward leaves that I can see. Still a couple more. There we go. And this is still, you know, these aren't going to be here, I don't think. I'm just letting them stay to thicken the trunk up. So, and I might need to bring some of this length in back out here. Take some of this height off. Yeah, it's kind of slopes down. I like that. See if we can thin this out a little bit to bring that pad out some. Get rid of these downward leaves. I think that will help. Another downward here. Yeah, so that opened that up in here, so we've got a little pad kind of forming, developing there. Let's remove some more of these downward leaves, and I think I will just use my fingers and pinch these off so I don't accidentally cut a branch getting the scissors in there. Take some of these downward leaves off. I think I've got a branch coming out here, which I don't want, don't need. Get rid of that. I think there's something in here. I think I'll expose a little bit of this trunk or branch. Downward leaf, get rid of that. Yeah, so it's not bad. Like this little pad we've got developing here. Their downward leaf back here. Another downward leaf here we'll get rid of. As I'm looking at it from all sides, I try to keep the the distance, front to back equal to, and we're pretty equal. I need to further refine this dome shape from front to back too. I think I need to grow it out to probably about here on each side, and I think that would be a nice shape. And then it's wide here, and then so it's wide here, and then I'll taper it down as it comes out to the end. And then I think in the future we could probably open some of these up to maybe have a crown pad, and then maybe another pad down here just to add a little more interest by removing maybe one of these branches in here. Not sure I'll do that today, but I think that's kind of where I'll take it in the future. But yeah, I like how it's coming together. Now for these lower branches, I don't know if I want to remove those, so I'll just hold them down so you can kind of get an idea what the tree is going to look like without them. But I think today I'll leave them on there because I want to thicken this trunk up. The way I planted this is a cutting earlier this spring, and as you can see here on the trunk, it kind of comes up straight and then veers off, almost like it was a Y or something, but it was like this when I planted it. But I'm thinking over time, as that thickens up, I'll get some root flare, and then hopefully that bend will smooth out towards more of a curve instead of a kind of a straight up and then straight sideways. But it has thickened up quite a bit this year. It was probably about a little bit smaller than, it's probably about the size of that right above my thumb on this chopstick. It's probably about that size when I planted it, so it's probably doubled in size on the trunk. So it's coming along nicely. It just takes time. See this little shoot back here? I'll cut that back some. So I think that might just about do it for today. Kind of like that we opened up this pad back here, kind of refine the shape. If you remember at the very beginning, this was hanging down into the soil, so just taking some of the weight off, kind of sprung that back. I do have some wire on it still. It's not biting in yet, so I'll probably keep it on for a little bit longer, just to make sure that trunk is set. Let me take some of this top growth down a little bit, just to thin that out. Really help that ramification. It's thickening in nicely, but a little thicker would be nicer too. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there for today. Give you a quick spin around. So there's the front. There's the left side. There's the back. Right side. And back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.